Freelancing looks glamorous online. I mean, working from a cafe, flexible work hours, picking your clients, setting your rates, etc. However, people don't talk enough about the self-doubt you experience, pricing anxiety, awkward pricing conversations, inconsistent income, etc. I've tried to be a freelancer 3 times, this being my third attempt, and I failed the first 2 times because I had no idea what I was doing, had no community, and I was so confused, right? So since I didn't know what I was doing, of course, I had no structure, but I had learned over the years, and so this time around, I'm like almost a year in, and it's been going well. I have been able to get through a good number of hurdles. In this video, I'm going to give you the roadmap to go from $0 to $100 and the things that you need to prepare for, the emotional hurdles you may experience on the journey so that you know that it's normal. You're going to get through this and that you're not alone. So let's get into the video. Part 1, the foundation. Of course, you need to get clear before we get started. First thing you're getting clear on is your skill. What can you do? What have you done? And who can you do it for? I want you to make a list of all your skills. I'm not asking you to choose one because you can definitely stack them to give you that edge and that difference. You can do more things. So once you've got this list down, the next thing I want you to do is research. What are you looking for? Demand. So you want to go on job boards, go on Indeed, check LinkedIn, check Upwork. Just write out your skill and look at what comes up. What are people looking for? What demands are they making? What language are they using? And make a list of all these things. What skill are they asking that go hand in hand with what it is that you are leaning towards offering in the market? You should also look into where the industry is going. What keeps coming up that is new to you or interesting? For instance, in graphic design, now something that is really popping or has a lot of demand is AI image generation, AI video generation. So you want to also look into that. Check all the keywords that you can. Ask ChatGPT to make a list for you, okay? So yeah, you're going to do that and make a list. Now, the next thing you're going to do is to build an offer. What is an offer? In layman terms, offer is what you can give in exchange for something. So it has to be valuable. And when you're thinking of an offer, you want to think about what it is that someone would need badly to want to exchange money with you. These days, saving time is not enough value to offer. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but there are AI tools that can do that for people, right? There are ways in which they can outsource certain things to technology nowadays. So what else can you add to saving someone their time as what it is that you're giving to them? So an offer is, I'll do X for you in order for you to get Y. You're not just saying, oh, you're a graphic designer. You're a graphic designer for so and so type of brand or client in order to help them achieve so and so. So now you may be thinking, if I don't have results and I'm just a beginner, how then can I show proof? How then can I say that this is what I can do for you or what it is I have done? That's where the next step comes in. You reaching out to your ideal clients or whoever it is that is close. You're going to search on Instagram. I mean, Instagram search is much better now. Search on TikTok, look in the comment section. Who is asking a question? What are they asking? And then you can then tap into their profile and send them a DM. Your DM should never, ever be you begging, you being entitled, you being rude. Instead, you should offer value. So therefore, you need to make your research. Look at their page, go on their website. What is it that is out there that is public information about them that you can use to get an insight into whether or not they will need your service? So sometimes you may not be picking a niche where you can outrightly see what the person needs by looking at their websites or whatever public information they have there, but you can find indicators. So you can just ask ChatGPT about that. Next thing you want to do is to craft a good message where you are giving something upfront. It may even be a question, because if I don't know for sure if they needed slides designed, for instance, why can't I just ask? I know that it may come off as a lazy approach, but I have seen that it does work sometimes. So when you get into that person's DM, give them a compliment so that they know that you've looked through their page. Tell them what it is you can do for them and then make them an offer. I can do X and Y for you within this timeline in exchange for Z. It could be in exchange for a testimonial. It could be that you also request that you want to be able to, show this work in your portfolio or document the process online, because these are things that you will have to do. I don't know what number we are on, but next thing that you want to do is to build a portfolio. So you can take on practice projects, ask ChatGPT to do that for you. There are some websites, I'll find them and put in the description box for different niches. Maybe I'll do just for designers, where you can just use that to get prompts that will help you to get some work done and so, to just prep your portfolio. Because you may not need to reach out to anyone. You may just need to present a portfolio project, a fake project, but then be honest about it, because there are clients who would appreciate that. And it says a lot about you and your integrity as a person to say, oh, I did this for a fictional brand and I can do more for you. To get it? So building a portfolio is very important. You don't need 18 or 20 projects on there. You just need 3 to 5 things that are solid, that you would tailor that you would tailor to your offer. You see why that your offer and research is very important? It's important because it will help you to know what projects to put in your portfolio and how to present your information in your portfolio. All right. And now, what is the next thing you're going to do? You're going to position yourself intentionally on social media. You are going to document your journey, and you can choose to document it from the first process or from when you already start your outreach or starting out with putting yourself on Fiverr or Upwork or whatever. We'll get into platforms very soon. But documenting yourself on social media is a no-brainer, because in this day and age, visibility is currency, always and always. At the end of the day, you want to get to a point where you're getting inbound leads, meaning that people come to you themselves, they know of you, you come to mind, you're top of mind for them when they need your service. Of course, social media is what's going to help you do that. You need visibility for a plethora of reasons. So take that seriously, but I need you to be intentional about it. What are you posting? How are you posting it? Do not use your social media page as where you just trauma dump. That is what you have a journal for. In your journal, you can write out, oh, you had this experience and this stuff, etc. But when you want to present that on social media, I want you to think of this story structure: the hook, the story, the reflection, maybe a lesson, because sometimes you may have that, sometimes you may not, so that you could skip on that, and then the call to action. You want it to be that whatever you're posting on social media, you have thought through it. You are intentional about it. Your perception is very important. Literally, perception is reality. You want to always think about where you're trying to go and position for that side for where you're trying to go, but you also have to find a balance, because at the end of the day, you don't want to end up pretending, setting such a high expectation, positioning yourself so beautifully online, and then when clients come to you, the experience they have with you just declines. No, that doesn't say anything good about you. That is really terrible. Instead, you want to make sure that you are under promising and over delivering. Part 2. Here are a few things that I want you to know. Number 1, you do not need to be on any freelance platform to make it. Okay, not everyone would do well on Upwork, Fiverr, Twine, and other platforms that are out there. They have their negatives and positives, pros and cons. But in a beginner stage, you may not know which to do. So I would advise that you try, because you don't know what it is that will work for you. But never ever go on any freelance platform and not do your research. Say you are opening an Upwork account, for instance, and you get gifted 30 connects. Why would you just use that anyhow? Because you need to know that connect is money. You are going to have to buy that to refill that. So what you're supposed to do, or what I would advise you do, is your due diligence. Go online, go on YouTube, watch videos, learn about the platform, look at the best practices, what is advised. Of course, you're still going to go on your own journey, but it's better to know and be aware than to be clueless. Because if you are aware, you take your time with that 30 connect. You know that the first thing to do on the platform, using Upwork as an example here, is not to apply for gigs, but to set up a solid profile. You know that you need to optimize that profile with keywords. You need to research. You need to look at other profiles. It's just lots of layers that you need to go through. But I want you to know that you just have to try to see what it is that will work for you, and you need to have a positive mindset towards it. Don't say, oh, because people say that Upwork is this and that, it will not work for you. Excuse you? No, because if you already have that mindset, then anything that is fumbling or not working out initially, you're going to give up on it because you already think it's not supposed to work for you. But what you've forgotten is that as a beginner, you have different stages. You have stages where you're struggling and then finally it clicks. You have stages where maybe you have beginner's luck and then things go well, but then you experience a dip. We'll get to that dip and the emotional side in part 3, but that's what something I want you to know. Two, I want you to know that outreach is not optional. For this stage, when you're still building, you don't have traction, you don't have visibility, you need to be the one looking for clients. All right. So let's say you didn't use Upwork or any freelance platform and decided to use social media. Of course, you need to post consistently. Do not wait to be found. You need to go and show people who you are. Engage on other people's platform, on other people's posts, etc. Do the social media thing, but you want to reach out to the clients that you are looking to work with. Do not feel shy. There are videos on cold outreach, cold DMs, etc. But you want to make sure that you set up your page. Say you're doing cold DMs, you want to make sure that you've posted a few things that show, your credibility, those things that are for social proof, so that if the person should click on your page, which is a natural thing to do when you receive that kind of a DM, they can see that, okay, this person has something in the works. You are not anonymous. Your page is not private. Are you even serious if your page is private? Why should I give my money or attention to a faceless person? You need to always give people a reason to give a damn about you. Always think what's in it for them. You get it? If you don't work, you no go chop. You have to be on your toes every day. You are working. Either you're creating content or you are sending cold emails, or you get a gig. You have to learn about discovery calls depending on your industry. It's a lot. So you are going to work, because if you no work, you no go chop. You get it? Yeah. Third thing I want you to know is that you should start before you feel ready. Do not wait to be qualified or to feel qualified. There's always someone which you can help based on the current skill that you have. So please do not wait and do not give in to imposter syndrome, because you may just be feeling that way, whereas you are excellent, or you are more excellent than that person who has audacity and is making more money than you. You need to eat and drink audacity, but also do not be overreaching with it. Like, don't get rude. Don't get entitled. But then you need to have audacity. You need to move in the world like the room was made for you. You enter places like you were meant to be there. Like, this thing will work for you. As you have that good mindset, that positive mindset, that this is for me and I can make this work and I have everything that I need within myself, then you can definitely get what it is you want. So don't wait to feel ready. Don't wait for permission. Now I'm holding your hand. Okay, see me stretching my hand. I've given you permission. Hold my hand. You have permission. Oh, yeah, go and do it. Go and put yourself out there. Go and try. You never know what the outcome can be. Okay. Number 4, use your past experiences. Say you were once a digital marketer and then you're going into a new field, say AI automation. What is it that you did as a digital marketer that is a transferable skill to where you're trying to go? Maybe you used AI at the time to set up ads or make content or whatever the case may be. Draw from those. You are not empty. There are things you've done. If you're a student watching this, look back at school events, school organizations may have been in, departmental things. What is it that you have contributed to that you can pick something from, reframe, or that you have some transferable skills from? You are not entirely starting from scratch. As far as I'm concerned, you may draw experiences from the home, from being a good sibling. It's all about how you're presenting that information, and you need to think, why should the other person care about it? So yes, if you have any past experiences, draw from it. All right, draw from it to get some credibility and to make you to stand out. 5, be willing to charge beginner's rate. Now, this one is in different stages. For me, I had pricing anxiety. I mean, I still do, kind of, but working on it better than I was. But you need to be willing to make mistakes. You need to be willing to ask questions. You may not know what to price, but you are going to have to start somewhere, because in this stage, usually what matters to you is different. What matters to you may be getting real client experience or real client testimonials. You need to just think about what your goal is. So in the beginning, you may just be charging lesser than you think, just to get a feel of what it's like working with clients and just test things out, etc. But then that is a stage that you're going to grow from. Okay? Part 3, the different emotions that you should prepare to experience as a freelancer. 1, self-doubt. How do you cure this? By tracking your success, track your work, track testimonials, track your process, track your progress, and take out comparison. Number 2, pricing anxiety. I want you to know that when you're in that stage, you could look up some videos, you will have to do some inner work, but aside that, start where you are and then you can gradually increase it. Your rate is not stagnant or fixed, it can be increased. Okay. Next, client droughts. I mean, there are seasons like this. Let me tell you, freelancing is just like life, a roller coaster with ups and downs. There will be times where things dip. Okay, do not take it as a sign to give up, especially if you had beginner's luck and you just feel like, oh, this is not working for me anymore. I'm trying so hard, it's not working. Let me tell you, other freelancers experience it, even the top people, they experience it from time to time, and it's not new. So do prepare for that. Next, inconsistent income. Of course, piggybacking off client drought, your income is going to be inconsistent. So therefore, you need to work on financial management, track your income, save, try and build an emergency fund. If you have a job already and you're trying to leave that to start freelancing, of course, build an emergency fund. Have some savings because they are going to save you. All right. That's something that is very important that you do. You have to manage your income because you have no idea what the next one is going to be. I know that you can find stability in freelancing. You can have retainer clients, people that you work with on a consistent basis, on a monthly basis or whatever, at a certain fee, and that way you can get some sort of stability. But in the beginning, that may not be the case. You may not get retainer clients immediately. Remember, we all have different journeys, and so make sure that you are on top of your finances. Okay. And then the last one I'm going to address for this video is wanting to quit. Sometimes you may wonder who sent you. Okay, who sent you work? You are receiving a consistent salary and now you are out in the world. But I think that something that can help with this emotion is sitting and journaling about it, finding communities. For these communities, you may have to pay for them. You may get into communities through courses. It means when you buy a course, there's a community, a group of people, and so even after you're done taking the course, you still have access to those people. So that is a way to get community. You can just research your industry. Who are the top guys there? Do they have courses? Do they have offerings like this? Reach out to people. I have sent just a few and they've been great. So I've been able to get other colleagues and friends, in the industry that can put me on to some things, to some gigs, things like that. So let's quickly recap your action plan. 1, get clear on your skill. 2, research for market demand, so you know what it is that you can come in to do for people and where the demand is at. Number 3, create an offer. Number 4, build your portfolio. 5, then begin to reach out to clients. If you're doing cold DMs, make sure you have something on your page that shows some sort of credibility or social proof. Always remember to think about what's in it for them. Always, why should they care? Okay. If you've been burnt by freelancing before, I want you to know that there are lessons that you can pick from that experience. And if you want to do this again, then you can do it smarter, wiser, with more information, and with data that you didn't have before. So do not be discouraged. Remember to put yourself out there. Remember that you can send DMs to people. Just be respectful and not entitled. And also remember that it's important to invest in your knowledge, because what it is that got you from $0 to $100 is not the same that will get you to your first $1,000. Okay, I hope that this video was helpful and that you've gotten the tips to get you started. Do leave me a comment and this emoji if you watch till the end, and if you have any more questions, then leave them in the caption. Caption? No. Leave them in the comments and I will get to them. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.